Hello, Virgo, and welcome to your reading for the weeks of April 23rd through May 6th, 2024. This is a reading if you are Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, Virgo Rising, or have another significant Virgo placement in your chart. If you are new to this channel, welcome. It's very good to have you here. And if you're returning, welcome back. I hope these readings are helpful. I hope this is a good reading for you this week. And if you are interested in my readings or any of my other services or my social media, if you want to follow that, all the links are down in the description box below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment if you choose, and subscribe, hit the notification bell if you want to keep getting these videos. Everybody who does these things does a lot towards helping this channel become more visible, and I appreciate all of you who do that. This reading is done according to the 12 houses of astrology. This is a horoscope spread. And in each house, I have two sets of cards. I first use Murray Hope's Way of Cartouche deck, which is my main deck. And then I clarify with the tarot deck usually. And this week we are in fact using the Golden Dawn Tarot. And my final deck, which I use to pull an extra summary card, is going to be the Black Moon Astrology deck. Okay, so let's get started. If you're not familiar with these readings, you'll see how they work quite quickly. Okay, so first house for you, Virgo, this is the Aries house. This is you, your personality, how you present yourself to others. Now we have the Prince of Swords with Nephthys. Okay, I've seen a lot of this recently. Nephthys is people who kind of feel in doubt about themselves or feel that there's certain things, maybe certain changes that you want to make, but maybe things are kind of cloudy right now. You want more clarity on things, definitely with the Prince of Swords. This is like the Knight of Swords. There's definitely an impatient energy with the Prince of Swords. This is somebody who wants to act in haste, who's just kind of like, let's get on with this already. And what this does warn you against is impulsive behavior, because there may be that you are wanting to move ahead on something and you don't have all the pieces of the puzzle right now. Okay, so you may want to sort of keep your temper in check. You may not want to do anything on impulse just yet, because yeah, and that's another meaning of Nephthys, you don't have all the information yet. So there's some kind of a situation or some kind of change you want to make that maybe you want to wait and see. You might decide things differently once the whole picture is revealed. But there's definitely a sense here that you are, and you may actually be even a little withdrawn with this. You may be wanting to be a little more introverted, take a little more time out for yourself. So take that as it resonates there. But that's what we see for the first house. The second house is Taurus energy. This has to do with your finances. Okay, so we have the Princess of Swords. I'm going to have to cover a little bit. For some reason, they do all the princesses as topless in these cards, and YouTube doesn't like that. So we have air with the Princess of Swords, so we have more air energy here. Princess of Swords is, okay, there's definitely this sense with this card about doing research. And air has to do with changes. So there's a sense of taking a detached perspective, being objective. Air can also indicate messages and things coming in about money. And the Princess of Swords, the potential negative of that card could have to do with gossip or people acting behind the scenes or people doing things that you're not aware of. So if you feel that that is something at issue here, then maybe, it's something you want to make sure, like all your accounts are secure and everything, just to make sure nobody's, futzing around with anything. But really more, there's such a strong, there's just a very strong, I don't know. There's a very strong analytical energy to this. So I feel like you may be trying to take a very detached look at your finances and maybe trying to make some changes in some decisions. So that would be the more positive and probably the more likely aspect of this. But I do mention this because sometimes that does come up that way in a negative sense. Okay, third house, this is Gemini energy. So this is messages. This has to do communications of all types. Well, usually more day-to-day kind of communications. Could be short distance travel and can also have to do with self-effort. So this could have to do with if you're self-employed, for instance, that would fall into this house. And it can also have to do with sibling relationships, so brothers and sisters. So you can see which one resonates for you here. But we have Ta with the Hanged Man. Okay, so Ta comes up when this is strong Capricorn energy. So this is plodding along, building something, mastering your craft, or trying to get something right, but also just the slow building of something. So if this has to do with a business, you may just be putting the hard work into building something up. But you may feel like you're stuck right now with the Hanged Man. Maybe you've been trying to move ahead and it's just been very slow but steady progress. The Hanged Man could indicate that a change would come from a different perspective, or trying to do something a different way if you feel like you're blocked, okay? Sometimes the Hanged Man, though, also can indicate, because yeah, it's that same cloudy energy that we see in the first house here. It could be, oftentimes there's something that we have to give up in order to move ahead. That could be an attitude, a way of thinking about things. So, yeah, so let's, so the Hanged Man, you know, I basically feel like there may be some work that you're doing that is stuck right now, and, you know, perhaps a different perspective, or perhaps there's going to be a sense of giving up is called for, or maybe it's just a situation where for the moment you'll have to wait. We'll have to see what the rest of the reading looks like here. But again, especially in light of this sense that you are anxious to rush ahead with something, this may be telling you that, you know, continue to work away at what you're doing, but be aware that where you're stuck, it may be that you need some time to wait and see the big picture. Okay, fourth house is Cancer energy. So this has to do with home, family, or environment. It can be have to do with the mother in particular. And this got to do with your physical home and your sense of being at home, or even if you're thinking of moving, like that would be covered by this house. Yeah, Horus is here. So we definitely have a strong family vibe here with Horus. So there could be a focus on the family right now. But we have it with the Five of Swords. So the Five of Swords can have to do with quarrels. It can have to do with jealousies, a sense of defeat in something. It can also have to do with comparison. You could be comparing yourself to other people. Or there could be a sense of limitation. And there's something that feels almost ancestral about this. Like there's a pattern here of limiting behaviors that may come out of the family, and maybe this is something that needs to be healed or broken when we see the Horus card coming about. So this may be part of the change that you're undergoing right now, Virgo. Maybe the things you want to rush ahead with, it's saying make sure that this kind of thing is being looked at and healed first. Because this is definitely a struggle. It could be a struggle with others, but oftentimes it can be a struggle within ourselves too, because we may engage in self-defeating behaviors, or we may be comparing ourselves unfavorably to others, and or maybe even feeling like victimized or something. And there may be a need to make sure that we've got that healed before we move on. Okay, fifth house, Leo energy. This is creativity, children, love affairs. Now, for some people, we have the Ace of Cups, so there could be a new child that's come in here for some of you. This can also be new love. So if you are somebody who's unmarried, then this could be that there's somebody new. This could be somebody just new that you're interested in. With Oath here, if it is new love, then this could be somebody, this could be what they call, it could be a karmic relationship. And now karmic relationship could mean that this is a person with whom there is a long-term potential, but karmic can also just mean somebody who you've encountered with whom there's some kind of a lesson that you have to learn, or some kind of karmic debt that you're paying. So it doesn't have to mean long-term, but definitely there's a sense of something happening at the right time. And again, there's this element of healing here. If this has to do with creativity and not with children or love affairs, then again, there's the idea of something new. Ace of Cups has to do with that which comes from the heart. So this could be a new idea or a new inspiration. And Thoth often has to do with writing or speaking or teaching. You know, Thoth is the scribe of the gods. Could also be something connected with healing work as well. So maybe there's some creative inspiration or something that you're doing in that area. But yeah, take it as it resonates here. But there's definitely this idea of this new beginning that's occurring here. And I feel like there's something that either has a healing component to it, or it's connected to karma, or something that's just happening in its time. Okay, if the writing thing doesn't seem to apply, or the other aspects of Thoth. Okay, sixth house. This is your own energy. This is Virgo energy, and Virgo has to do with health, healing, also with worry. Your sign is connected with worry and perfectionism. And sometimes with jobs, like in the sense of whatever you do to get paid, or even volunteer work that you might do, and sometimes with pets as well. Now we've got the Four of Pentacles with fire. So Four of Pentacles comes up when we are basically trying to maintain the ground that we have. Four of Pentacles indicates not wanting to make a change. There's a sense of hanging on to what we've got, trying to find security. So maybe there's a sense of feeling insecure. But we have this with fire, so there's definitely a sense here that we need to be inspired to burn up the rubbish, so to speak, and get rid of things that are no longer serving us. If we're talking about a health situation, it could be that maybe there's something that's stagnant right now that you're trying to do. Like, for example, if you're trying to lose weight, maybe you've plateaued, or something like that, where maybe you feel like you're not making progress, or maybe you're just trying to find satisfaction where you are. I mean, fire would have to be this inspiration or some kind of a change in situation that allows things to fire up and move again. If it's not related to health, then again, might have to do with, it could be a job where maybe you're not getting a raise, things are not moving ahead. And these could all be calls to action to make changes. Now, if it has to do with the job, we'll look at the 10th house and see how that connects in. But take it as it resonates. It's not going to be the same for everybody. This is a general reading, so I'm just covering all aspects of the house. So if this has to do with a worry or anxiety, there definitely seems like you are. There's a sense of staying put for right now with something, but the inspiration coming in to make the changes that are necessary. Okay, 7th house. This is Libra energy, so this is partnerships, usually of a legal nature. So marriages, business partnerships, contracts. It can also be if somebody's looking to be married and isn't married, their chances of being together with a partner, and if that's part of your question, can also be here. Okay, so we have Anubis with the Queen of Wands. Now that's interesting. Queen of Wands is a very attractive energy. Okay, it's very fiery. It's very passionate. So whether it's male or female, I mean, this is a female card, but it doesn't have to be. This could be you. This could be somebody else. But there's definitely this idea of strong passion here, or ambition, or a determination to do something, okay? And it's interesting that we have it across from the Prince of Swords. There seems to be a lot of this energy of wanting to move forward. But we also have Anubis here, and Anubis is a very strongly protective energy. Now, I don't know, maybe this is a person coming into your situation who you're protecting yourself from. That could be the case. But Anubis can also just be a situation that requires diplomacy, some way that you're navigating your way through, or again, just somebody whom you need to set a boundary. Some of you may have somebody coming into your life, maybe who you feel you need to set a boundary with, or, this could be you. Maybe you are a very fiery and attractive person, and maybe are trying to set your boundaries within a particular relationship or with people, or you're trying to negotiate some kind of a business deal or something. So take it as it resonates here, but there's a strong element of negotiation or protection with this ambition and this very attractive energy that we see here. 8th house, Scorpio energy. Scorpio is about transformations, so endings and beginnings, and also joint finances. Okay, so we have Isis with Justice here. Now, Isis, typically, it can have to do with feminine energy, female energy. Sometimes this comes up when we have a situation that has to be nurtured, or that we have to have compassion. It can also be a situation that's going to require some patience, and that type of patience would be perseverance with something. We have that Ta energy, that Capricorn. We just kind of keep plodding along and trying to do it in a way that is compassionate to others. Now, with Justice indicates fairness. It can indicate something legal, so maybe something legal connected to somebody else's finances is at play here. Maybe somebody's mother too, because this is a mother card. Again, does not have to be but that may be specifically true for somebody watching this. But Justice here, I would say in a more general sense, this is about balance. It's about finding balance, and it's about finding truth, and about having an outcome to some situation that is fair. Okay, so if you feel like there's a situation that has been unfair, I feel like fairness is going to be coming in at some point, but there may be some patience required, and there may be compassion required in a particular situation. Okay, 9th house, Sagittarius energy. Sag has to do with expanding our horizons, going on long trips, long distance travel, deep thought, philosophy, religion, spirituality, the bigger questions of life, however you choose to answer those, and the institutions connected with that. Higher education, furthering your education, all of that's an element of this. This is Jupiter energy, it's all expansive. And you have Sirius with the Tower. Okay, so the Tower seems to indicate there may have been some kind of crisis here. Now, this could be somebody who's at a distance from you, or maybe this had to do with a trip or something that that's happened at a distance. It could have to do with education or an educational institution. or it could have something to do with your beliefs. Maybe there's a crisis of faith here, and for some of you, okay, because this is the house of faith. And you have Sirius here. So Sirius is strongly Aquarian energy, and there's a sense here that whatever it is you're enduring, and again, Sirius is not a crisis in the sense of my whole life's falling apart, but it's like, now I have to have like the mental or spiritual exercise. I need to think outside the box, have breadth of vision, see things differently. So there's some kind of situation here that may be pushing you into an expansive mindset. Maybe you feel somewhat against your will. This is like the Uranus energy that comes in and says, well, we can change on our own, or the change is going to happen to you. So it does not have to be a negative, but this is talking about a restructuring based on truth. And we do have the Justice card here, which is also about finding truth. So there's definitely an element of, that certain things maybe need to be torn down, but it's so that they can be rebuilt again in a truthful way. All right, 10th house, Capricorn energy, career, fame, reputation, the father. All right, we have Urias here. So now if I go back and look at your 6th house of job, and this idea of things not moving forward and feeling like you need to, things being the same financially maybe and needing to make a move, Urias seems to indicate something unexpected coming in. Now maybe this is going to be a change in career. Maybe this is going to be a new job offer. Maybe something unexpected is going to happen at your current job. And Urias, certainly if this is anything adversarial, Urias indicates you'll find out what it is and you will be able to protect yourself. And indeed, we do have it with this Ace of Swords, which is clarity, cutting through. But this can just mean something you're working towards and you're not sharing it with other people. Maybe it's something you feel you have to keep under your hat. Or this can be an unexpected thing that just comes in and changes everything, because we have this Ace of Swords. You could have a new idea. Maybe you've been plodding along doing the same old thing down here, or thinking about the same old thing. Maybe that's why you've been stuck, all this plodding energy. And this may be saying, hey, something's about to come in that's out of the blue. And that does make sense because we've just had Jupiter and Uranus conjunct. There's been a major conjunction. In fact, it happened this past Saturday, and it's still kind of going on. And that conjunction brings real unexpected new opportunities. They just boom, they just fall in. And the fact that the Tower is next to this does make me think that this is where this Jupiter and Uranus energy is for you. It's between the 9th and the 10th house. So you have a chance to do something entirely new here, a new thought, a new idea, a new way of looking at things. So both of these have a very unexpected energy to them. So I feel like something is going to be happening on the career front that's very unexpected for you, but in a good way. And it may be something that you are, and that may be, in fact, this is what I'm kind of getting. This may be why you don't want to just rush ahead with something, especially not something that's the same old, same old. You don't want to rush ahead because whatever this is, it's coming in with a bang and it's going to change everything, okay? So keep that in mind. If you're somebody who's not looking for a job, there's just something connected to what you're doing or your legacy or your purpose or what you're doing that's going to change very, very suddenly. And that's also going to be a game changer here. Okay, so 11th house. This is Aquarian energy, your friendships, your social networks, your dreams, your goals, what you want to manifest, your destiny. And we have Ankh with the Magician. Wow. So Ankh. Now, for some of you, this could be, if there is new love here, this could be somebody out of your friend group who makes a move, and maybe this is going to move to a love relationship. Could be. Does not have to be that. This can also indicate, Magician is an energy of manifestation, okay? It's about making something happen. So this is basically encouraging you to go after your dreams and to do what it is that you want to do. This is also very strong Mercury energy, so this is about communicating, this is about relating to others. But this is you taking a very, very active role in things here. And with the Ankh, this is moving, if it's not moving towards love, which could be your wish, it's moving towards something that satisfies the heart, something that you really want to do, that you're passionate about. I feel like your friendships and your support group and everything, you're moving towards manifesting what it is that you really want, whether that involves a romantic relationship, because I always associate Ankh with romantic relationships, but that's not the only thing it's associated with. It's also associated with the things that we are passionate about, the things that we really love in life. This is the key of life here. These are the things that make us feel alive. So there's definitely the idea that you may be moving towards this, or you may be gathering friends or resources that are moving you in that direction. And finally, we have the 12th house of Pisces energy. Pisces is this has to do with what's hidden, what we don't see, what maybe we're afraid of, maybe our secret doubts. This is often what we're not. If this is what we're showing people, this is what we're not showing people. And we've got the Six of Pentacles with Osiris. So Six of Pentacles has to do with support. This also has to be with being strong and supportive, taking a leadership role. And in this particular house, this could either be concerns about somebody, you having to support somebody else, or maybe about somebody having to support you. Okay, there's definitely this element of give and take, and if it's showing up as a fear, there may be a fear of a give and take that is not equal, and that maybe you may be concerned about the security of something. Maybe you feel you've been giving too much to a person or situation, or maybe you feel like you've had to take too much. I mean, either way it can go. But if we look at the overall here, we have the Earth card, so this is definitely your element, Earth. So this definitely indicates being practical, being grounded, slow but steady progress. Things are growing. This is a very good omen for security and for finance. So I feel like if there has been, financial difficulties or concerns over here, then I feel like there is going to be a stability here. But there's definitely telling you to stay centered and grounded. And you have this with the Prince of Cups. So this is the Knight of Cups. This is somebody who brings in some kind of an invitation here. So I feel like this is almost saying wait for the invitation here, especially since there's something you're thinking about rushing ahead on. Yeah, there's something coming in. Wait for the invitation. Whatever this invitation is, it's going to bring potential for financial, security, generally speaking, because it doesn't just have to be financial. But there's a strong financial component to this. Now let's do your Black Moon astrology card, and let's see what else. So what else does Virgo need to know? Can we summarize what Virgo needs to know for the weeks April 23rd to May 6th? Virgo. See who wants to come out for you today. Let me go this way. Oops. Okay. Aquarius. And that's funny. That's this 11th house energy. I know. Okay, so when Aquarian energy comes up, yeah, this is basically saying look to friends, look to support. And Aquarius is about looking to the future and thinking outside of the box. So yeah, so Aquarian energy here, there's definitely, this is very much, like I said, this is 11th house energy. So this is about manifesting your destiny. It's about manifesting your goals. And it's suggesting that, again, you may be the type of person over here who doesn't want to be supported by others, but I feel like there is going to be support that's available, that through your networks and, through the people you can start mobilizing to manifest. But Aquarius says you're not going to be doing this alone, whatever it is. And there are opportunities coming in that are going to change everything. So I hope this reading has helped you this week, Virgo. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and subscribe and hit the notification bell if you want to be notified when these videos come out. Thank you so much. Stay safe, and we'll see you next time.